Well, hello and welcome everyone back to ILR3. We're coming right to the end of the season now. This is now round 18 of season 2. Only 2 rounds left after this one, and it is Lausanne Gaming at the moment in provisional pole at a race where he can win the World Championship. It's very exciting, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah, it's very exciting. Just on Lausanne there, I was on board with him when you were doing the intro. He actually binned it just at the start of the third sector. He actually binned it where Fatslags caused himself to go out. So he might be feeling the pressure now, Lausanne.
Yeah, he could be feeling those nerves, but he is currently on provisional pole by 4/10 over Paga. He was in the ILR2 race last week. I think, did he win that race? I can't remember.
Yeah, he did. His strategy was very good. And overall, he had good pace. Interesting to see. Maybe being ILR2 next year, might be in the one.
Yeah, he could easily go up to 1. So yeah, this is where drivers are going to be starting to think about next season drives. We do have all the announcements coming after Abu Dhabi and also the Race of Champions. It's all getting very exciting in ILR, and then season 3 starts later on. I think, does it start in April or is it March? I don't actually know the dates.
No do I, but it's like the start of March. I think it's the start of March. I'm pretty sure we have this round in 2 weeks. Then I think we either have a week break or it's Race of Champions, and the week after that we start. So whatever kind of date that is, it's around that. So I think it's around the 11th or 11th. It might be the 19th. It's around those kind of dates.
Yeah, so we're not too far away from starting a brand new season in ILR, but at the moment we do have to focus on this season and Lausanne Gaming, who could take the championship today, and also the 2 Williams boys as well of Paga and Afri could also claim the constructors titles today. They are just under 100 points clear, and they only need to outscore Renault today to win that title.
They've got it. There's no real competition. The only competition was brought by Lausanne, but he was single-handedly bringing up Renault. Arctic Devils wasn't really here on a weekly basis, so it's more Lausanne bringing them up. If he had a constant teammate, maybe, you don't know. If he had, say, like a Sound Assassin or a DNA Joe, they could be well up there challenging the Williams, but yeah, the Williams have it. There's no one going to be able to touch them.
Yeah, and speaking of the Williams, both of them have just come out right next to each other, so I think they could be thinking about a tow down the straight to try and get this pole position here. I think it's Afri behind Paga.
It is Afri behind Paga, but interestingly, the track is becoming very, very dry. Don't know whether if Lausanne's trying to wait it out and maybe hope that it gets dry enough for, say, even the super soft, because that was his, I think, intended strategy talking to him earlier, but I don't think it's going to be dry enough. It's
getting very slippery there as Afri loses the
I saw
rear
Afri.
end. So maybe the dries, I don't know, I think it's that crossover period, isn't it, where neither tyre really works.
Yeah, neither tyre, so there may be improvements, or it may just simply last man over the line on the dries is the quickest.
Yeah, well, we'll see here as Paga is about to start his lap to try and take pole away from Lausanne. Lausanne is still in the pits. Will we see him come out?
I'm pretty sure he's just coming out now. You can just see his mechanic in the pit lane. If you go on board with him, he's holding him sort of lane. I don't know, he's just retired in the pit box.
Come out at the same time.
Only a minute. That's going to be a very tight gap.
Oh, and Paga's in a lot of traffic.
So much traffic.
Nicolo.
Nicolo went stippers. Nicolo took the gamble.
Well, Lilliart's giving him a tow here, but is he actually going to get out of the way of the Williams man? Yes, he is.
He's an ultras. Lilliart's an ultras. So I think those. Yeah, the 2 that have went out for dries. Oh, Sound Assassin
in the wall.
I think this is kind of a favourite place for everyone. It's just before the Sector 3 split. Everyone seems to have very big twitches just coming out of the S's there. It is an easy place to lose it, but I didn't really think we'd see 3, maybe even 4 drivers lose it there.
Yeah, we've got yellow flags again. There goes Casper off onto the grass, and Sir Lane as well.
He's just retired.
He's also retired, yeah. Back to Afri then, who is on his lap, and he's cut the hell out of Sector 2 there.
I'll just double check, he might have had that invalidated. Paga had his second lap invalidated. Paga and Afri have had these laps invalidated. So I think this is their last.
Lausanne has gone out on the intermediates, so he's not opting for the dries.
Yeah, I think it is just that bit too greasy. Yeah, Paga's lap was invalidated. Oh, Josh hadn't set a lap.
Josh starting down in 19th, which I was surprised. Disaster from him. As we watch the potential world champion start his lap. Is he going to cross the line in time? He might just make it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be cloudy balloons. Oh, there it is. The people on the drive might. There's an absolute train to get over that line. You've got full ticks voids, Jasag, and cloudy balloons within about a second of each other.
Yeah,
it's going to be very awkward.
This is pretty insane. Look at that.
Cloudy balloons is in the ultra, so he is trying it, but he's going to hold up Jasag, so he needs to be careful that he either thinks, you know what, this isn't working for me, do I hold up the league owner, or do I just let him through, make sure he has no quarrels with me for next year?
Well, he does seem to be pulling away a little bit, but it doesn't look like it's enough. I think the drive is still out of the window slightly.
Yeah, it may have enabled the DRS, but Codemasters have changed the game, so it isn't just so clear cut. Last year you were able to tell whether it was dry or wet when that happened.
Sir Lane is racing, by the way. He's just
Afri lost it again. Afri's got 4th. Afri can't improve. Afri had a twitch coming out of that left-hander again. So I don't think Afri will improve in 4th place, so that could really put him under pressure. Yeah. He's retired.
It's all playing into the
5th in the ultras.
That is a great lap from Jacko. I mean, it's on the ultras. It's a little bit slower than the top guys, but that is a great lap for Jacko.
So it just shows you the ultras may have actually paid off. We might see like a cloudy balloons right up there.
Yeah, there goes
goes Paul.
And there goes Nicolo on the front row. Let's see what cloudy balloons can do as he crosses the line. He's running into a little bit of traffic though. And he goes second.
Strategy masterclass from those 3 boys at the top. Well, 4. You've got Jacko, Owen, Cloudy Balloons, and Nicolo all deciding to take the gamble on the dry tyres. And as you can see, it's completely worked.
That is absolutely incredible. So then, who would have predicted that? It is Owen Wyatt on pole position for the Mexican Grand Prix, followed by Cloudy Balloons on the ultra soft tyres, and then Nicolo on his... is this his ILR3 debut?
Yes, it is. He dropped down from 2.
On his ILR3 debut, starts in P3, and Lausanne Gaming starts 4th place, and he could take that title today. Here comes the Mexican Grand Prix. Don't go away.
Good strategy from those boys. They thought it out, but a lot of luck-based element, because it was more about quarter, maybe halfway through their lap. It actually became dry enough for slicks. If it had been any later, I don't really think they would have got those 26.9s. They're 26.5s. They're not great laps, but they're good enough for pole, obviously.
Yeah, well, how about that? Absolutely fantastic scenes at the end of qualifying there. That's what we love to watch on these streams, the absolute drama at the end of qualifying there. So it is going to be the Ferrari of Owen Wyatt on pole position. I don't think he's won a race in ILR, has he?
No, he has. He won Spain. He won Spain on a good strategic race. He went mediums for 10 laps and then did the hards at the end.
Yeah, my bad. He has won a race, so he is experienced enough to take this victory today. But can he hold on against those guys of Cloudy Balloons and Lausanne Gaming? We'll have to see.
Moore's problem going to be into turn 1 due to the actual slipstream effect here. It is literally just one big straight to turn 1. No one will be able to stick with each other. They'll all be total along each other. So it'll be Owen's the biggest loser. Cloudy Balloons will get him, then Lausanne will get on the back of Nicolo, and it'll have a knock-on effect. So really, Owen needs to be careful.
Oh, Lausanne's in the wall.
Lausanne. Yeah, and Lausanne's took out his championship rifle.
Oh my word.
Is Afri gone? Yes, Afri gone. The 3 grand. Oh, that's controversial. Lausanne's got grass in his tyres. So that'll be on his tyres for the start. He'll get a very bad start.
Well, how about that? That was the most unprofessional start to a formation like that I've ever seen.
I think it was more Lausanne kind of was trying to let Nicolo back through, then Paga didn't realise, and Paga like clipped him and he spun him, but because Paga spun him, Paga got removed. I think because Lausanne just went careering across the track, he took Afri out. But it just shows you that could actually happen in the real start. They could take each other out that easily. They're going at such high speed straight away. It could cause an airplane crash.
We could definitely see drama at the start here. And Paul McGuinness is saying Nicolo and Brandon are going to collide at turn 1. Now that would be drama at its finest.
Just a note, Cloudy, Owen Wyatt, look how far Pardon me, he is of Cloudy Balloons. 1 miles around the last corner. Cloudy Balloons is only just going through the hairpin in the stadium section.
Yeah.
Owen's going to be sitting there for
a bit strategic
a long time.
From Cloudy. 10-second gap already. Owen's sitting nicely in his grid spot, tucking into a nice steak dinner, and waiting for the rest of them to come round.
Fatslag's taking a very, very slow approach. Josh is already lining up, and Fatslag's only just coming around the last corner.
Well, Fatslag trying to, be the best off the line and get that heat in his tyres. He is also starting on the softs. So a lot of them are going to have a free choice of tyre here, and the top 3 and Jacko are all going to be starting on the tyres they qualified on. But here we go, we are ready for the Mexican Grand Prix. Hold on to your seats, we could see both titles claimed today. Here come the 5 red lights. And away we go, and it's Owen Wyatt off from pole with Cloudy Balloons alongside. Are we going to see any moves into turn 1? They are going to slipstream each other all the way down. Lizanne seems to have got a pretty decent start as well. I think he's going to get Nicolo here into turn 1. It is going to be Owen Wyatt now. Here comes Cloudy Balloons down the middle, and that's a fantastic move. Nicolo's going to go for it as well down the inside of Owen Wyatt, and he's just going to have the room, is he? They're going to go side by side, and it's a fantastic move there from Nicolo to take P2.
Owen was far too tentative on the brakes there. If you watched him, I was on board with Lizanne there. Owen broke so much earlier than Cloudy and Nicolo, and they just went clean. Owen and Afri are coming together there.
Yeah,
but just back to that Owen.
But
Owen.
Look at this, Afri in P3 at the moment. Lizanne's dropped down to P5.
5.
As it stands, Lizanne will not win the title today.
He needs 3 points. He needs to be within that 3-point gap.
Yeah,
I think Was is having off.
Yeah, and there goes.
Josh has had a moment.
Owen's had a moment as well, down in 8th.
Yeah, Owen's had a big moment now. Here comes Jasag up his inside. There was no space left there by Jasag.
Here he goes around the outside of the stadium section. This would be a fantastic move from the Toro Rosso driver. He's trying to
give him
push that Ferrari out of the way, and he's not going to get the move done. But there goes Cloudy Balloons with the fastest lap. He is in the lead of this Mexican Grand Prix.
I think Silent Assassin allowed Lizanne through, but going back, Afri's already around the outside of Nicolo now. Clean move, Nicolo just let him clean through there.
Afri's doing what he has to do. He needs to get that win today to deny Lizanne winning that title, and he's doing it pretty well so far. He's up into P2, Lizanne in P4, Cloudy Balloons is next.
Owen's pit, I think he got damage in that first lap somehow.
Yeah, front wing chasing him as well as Josh. Randoms as well without front wing, and Weiss as well. So a few casualties on on lap 1 there.
Oh, the debutant Tough say. I think he's got a bit of lag. I thought he was making the move, but I think it was just pure lag. But we have a couple of reserves or debutants, don't we? We have Voltex, Tough Sheo. We have not Cloudy, Nicolo making his debut, and Casper. I think this is his full-time debut, isn't it? It's his not a reserve. But of course, we've got Jasag back in the car, and Fatslag just filling in for a few boys that are unable to make it tonight. Yeah,
I'm just seeing if Afri can make the move there down the straight. Cloudy Balloons is going to have the run though. He gets a bit of a poor exit, and Afri's going to have the run here. Got the slipstream, got the toe. Fastest lap for Afri, and he's going to take the lead of the Mexican Grand Prix. Cloudy Balloons is going to defend. He's going to squeeze him as much as he can. Wheel locked a bit there. That could be very dangerous on this game, but I think Afri's going to get the move done. He's going to go down the inside of the Force India, around the outside for the next one. He's going to have the inside again. This is fantastic from these two, but Afri has to bail in the end.
Brilliant defending. Held it clean round the outside, but just a note, Afri seems to be running a very low aero. He's so fast in the straights.
Yeah, and he's going down the inside again of that Force India.
This is Alonso Hamilton-esque.
This looks pretty good from him. I think he's going to have the grip out there, but he's going to go around the outside again. Just can't get his car in front. This is fantastic defending from Cloudy Balloons.
The top 6 are literally a blanket. They're all within about a couple of tenths of each other. They just can't get past each other.
This is actually fantastic to watch. Here comes the Williams again. He's getting the better grip. He's getting the better runs. Cloudy runs wide. And here
Afri cut the corner and Cloudy went right.
It's Silent Assassin down the inside.
Going up the inside. Here comes Paga. Might even try and get round. Silent
Yeah.
Assassin being overtook. Paga
So
got him.
Silent Assassin, who was looking for P4, falls down to P6.
Quite a big gap. Well, the field's quite closely packed from about P15 upwards, but then you get down to P17 and there's about a 28-second
Yeah,
gap.
here comes a move again for the lead. It's
unfortunately.
Afri down the inside. There's a bit of
Afri's
wheel
got him.
locking again, and Afri is going to have it this time. Clyde Balloon's going to try and come back at him around the outside, but he's not going to get the grip. And
Better
Afri,
exit, far better exit.
Afri moves into the lead of the Grand Prix for now. Is Cloudy Balloon's going to try and come back at him though down the inside of this next left-hander?
Lizanne and Nicolo. Lizanne's left
down
and
the
lead.
inside. That was a very late lunge from Cloudy Balloons.
Two moves
Afri's
happening.
gonna hold on
Lizanne's
to it.
trying to go
Oh,
round
this
the
is
outside and
fantastic
Nicolo.
racing. Down the inside again goes Cloudy Balloons. Afri's going to have the run again. This is absolutely incredible. Afri side by side with Cloudy Balloons coming into the X section. They're going to touch again. He's having to run wide.
Lizanne's
And
lost his
Lizanne's
wing.
gone.
Nicolo turned in. Nicolo turned in. He didn't leave the space. He just turned in like there was no one there.
Oh, Lizanne's gone. And he's lost a bit of his front wing as well. It's disaster for Renault. Afri could be right back in the championship fight now.
He is well back in it, and you have to say maybe that's a mate's favour there. I know Nicolo and Afri are very good mates, but you'd hope it wasn't. But it looked quite poor from Nicolo, turning in like Lizanne wasn't there. Lizanne was within his right. He had his right front and his front wing alongside, but here comes Afri up the inside.
Yeah.
Well, clean past Silent.
Silent can't really do much against that. DRS on the Williams. And he's also got the other Williams to think about as well. Paga, who could try and lunge down his inside, but he's not going to. And Silent Assassin will hold on to P3 for now, but Afri, he is in the perfect
Here comes
position.
Goody and Lizanne. Had a look, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, this has not gone well for Lausanne at all. There are still 2 rounds to come though. We do have Brazil and Abu Dhabi to come where he could still claim the
Fat
title.
Slag and Tough Say we're having a bit of a ding dong. Pushing each other off track.
But this is
we could have a battle
exactly,
for P. Yeah, I've barely caught my breath. It's been breathtaking, the whole thing.
this is
Here comes
exactly what
DNHO.
Afri needs as well. Here comes the NHO, as you say.
Yeah, he's got him clean. Owen's obviously running quite high wings because DNHO got him quite quickly there.
Yeah.
Interestingly, Owen's repping the number 1. I wonder if Brandon will get that next year in whatever tier he moves up to.
Well, I mean, you say that, but it's not over yet. Afri P2 at the moment. Lausanne down in P7 with damage.
Lilliard, I think. Oh, that's actually a thing to point on. Lilliard and Lausanne had 11 straight race point finishes before. I think it was Italy. He had 11 straight races where he scored points, and then he crashed in Italy, of course. Here comes Afri's clean pass. Cloudy, what a... Oh, Cloudy leaves it late, but he's just...
Around the outside, there goes
cleaned
Afri.
him.
And I think
Afri
Afri
cleaned
might
him.
just streak into the sunset now and take those 25 points that he so desperately needs.
Oh, Owen's lost it in the Sector 3 bit.
Oh, yeah.
Just
there you
before the
go.
Sector 3.
I mean, if safety car was on, that would probably be a safety car. But unfortunately...
Silent Assassins all over the rear of Cloudy here. Goes up his inside into the double right hand apex. Can he get him? Yeah, gets him on exit.
Yeah. But he's going to try and lunge down the inside. It'd be pretty reckless to do so, and he just leaves it. Paga's a little bit stuck behind these guys. He's been showing his nose quite a bit, but he just can't seem to get past them.
That's what I've noticed about Paga. He's a great driver in every mean, but it just seems when he gets caught up
Here
in
he comes.
traffic, he loses a bit of his rhythm.
Down
But
the
yeah,
inside of Cloudy Balloons, who just leaves enough
Just can't
space.
Cloudy had the better run.
Paga again down the
that's not a
inside.
Not
Very
the
late
smartest
move.
place to do it. He could have set him up. Yeah, he's just going to be pushed out, and
Yeah,
Casper's
and now
not going to
he's
be
gonna
all
have
over him.
Casper.
Casper goes for it.
Oh, that
Oh,
was-
Paga just turned in. That's very controversial
Well,
there from
I mean-
Paga. Just turned clear in.
I would say Casper left
It was
that
a late
very
move.
late. Yeah.
He left it late, but you have to always leave the space. There was a gap, and Casper went for it. And
Oh, and good, he's got
Yeah,
Lausanne.
Lausanne.
Lausanne's in. Is he going to go
Lausanne's
for the
in.
softs?
Yeah.
No, sorry, the
He's going to have to
mediums.
do the 2-stop.
No,
That's
not
only
mediums.
softs here.
There's no mediums. Yeah, what man about? Yeah, it's softs.
If this is 2016, yeah, but
Yeah.
he's going super, so yeah, he is having to do the 2-stop. He knows that. If he wants
Yeah.
to win, it's going to have to be. Oh, what happened to Cloudy Balloons? He's down in 5th now.
Oh, Cloudy Balloons with a disaster. He's got his full front wing. He must have made a mistake somewhere.
Silent Assassins all over the rear of Afri now, so I wonder if Cloudy Balloons had a wee bit of a incident with Afri.
I'm not sure. I think Afri had a bit of a lead. The Silent Assassin.
Yeah, but it's down completely. It's only 5/10 now.
Yeah, Silent Assassin. Oh, big slide there from the Sauber, but he is pretty good friends with Brandon, and you know, I think I think Brandon would respect it if the Silent Assassin was to take those 7 points away from Afri there.
Yeah, I think he really would. But interestingly, only just I spoke too soon. I was about to say Jasag's the only one to have a penalty. Tough Sheo, you've earned yourself the second one of the day.
On his debut, Sheo takes a 3-second penalty, and that won't be the last one by any means. Here we go then, down the back straight, DRS on the open on the Sauber. Is he going to launch it down the inside?
He's having a look.
No, he thinks better of it. Do it. So Afri retains the lead. Oh, they get very close there. Big exit from the Sauber. I think there was a little bit of a love tap there.
I do think Afri has set his car up for these straights, so he is extremely fast. But I think that's starting to really hamper him in these kind of corners, because he seems very slow compared to Silent Sands, literally pushing him through them. Fat Slag gets a penalty. That's going to be a very recurring thing. Yeah. I expected more by lap 8. They've been very clean so far, but yeah, I expect quite a few penalties before we get to the end.
Yeah, so quick rundown of the grid. It is Afri currently in the lead of the Mexican Grand Prix, and it is exactly what he needs. He needs those 25 points so badly, but he has Silent Assassin all over his rear as he looks for the win as well. And then we've got Paga in the other Williams in third. And then Casper on his ILR3 debut, currently P4. He's doing a very strong race at the moment. Also on his debut is Voids in P5. Goody is P6 at the moment, then followed by Fat Slag. Tough Sheo pretty close behind. Then there's Sirlane, and then Baza rounds out the top 10. And current championship leader, the Lausanne Gaming, with a bit of a disaster, currently down in P13.
Sline's going around the outside of Afri. He's trying it, he's got him,
that would be.
Banging wheels. He's going to cut back on him and have the better exit. I think it'll be down here.
Here he goes, he's going to get that little bit of a toe, then go to the inside. It's a pretty hard place to
Goes for it. Oh, and he gets him. Oh no, he doesn't. He's left enough space there. Oh, very,
just
very
doesn't
close.
Quite have the grip out there. He's going to try and go to the switchback move. Doesn't quite come up.
It's that Paga catch up a lot. Paga's now second behind.
Well, Williams, I think we can say Williams are going to win the constructors tonight. Currently P1 and P3 with Renault, you know, P5.
I think this is the best place for Silent. Round the outside here.
Oh, around the outside. What a move! Oh, just ran up a little bit on the curb there, and here comes Paga as well.
Oh, banged wheels.
Silent Assassin again, they're banging
wheels
here
comes
everywhere.
Paga.
And now Paga's going to try and go down the inside of the Sauber. Oh, it's getting very tight there. This could be an accident waiting to happen. Cloud Balloons with a 3-second penalty, but here comes Paga. They're side by side.
Yeah, I think this may be 3 wide into turn 1, which could cause quite an airplane crash between all 3.
No, Paga's backed off a bit, I think, here. He knows it's too risky.
Silent's got him. As long as Silent could just push him out after he tried to squeeze him. Silent's got that inside line, and after he can just be squeezed out. Yeah.
Yep, Silent's got the lead.
This is going to be 3 wide. This is going to be 3 wide.
Well, I think they'd be pretty
one
stupid
up the
to go 3
inside, one
wide
around
here.
the outside. Afri's been overtook by Paga, so Afri's now down to third.
And now here comes Paga trying to go for the lead. Down the inside of the Sauber. This is incredible stuff. Down the inside again, and Paga takes the lead of the Mexican Grand Prix.
And he's pushed Silent out, and there goes Afri, P1 and 2 for the William boys.
Well, that is why they're going to win the constructors tonight, for, you know, tactical awareness like that. Fantastic stuff from the Williams boys. They're now P1 and 2, and are surely going to run away with it now. Silent Assassin, though, going to try and come back at Afri here, down the inside. Just non-stop action here. Oh, Afri turns in a little bit there.
Touched him, he could have been spinning there.
Silent Assassin will stay behind and try and get that DRS on the straight, but Afri is going to have DRS as well on his teammates. And they have Casper pretty close for company, but in they come.
Oh, in comes Silent and Afri.
Yeah, in they come. Are they going to go for the softs? Are they going to go for the
Voids comes in as well. This will be interesting to see where Lausanne comes out.
Afri's gone for the supers.
Afri's obviously doing the 2-stop.
And Silent's gone for the supers as well.
Afri was fixing his wing, so obviously there was damage to it.
Well, that could help Lausanne Seeing
Yeah,
Afri's
Lausanne and
had to,
Afri and Lausanne are going to be extremely close
this is
to this
going
pit
to be
exit.
very good here. The two championship contenders are going to come out pretty close to each other. I think Afri's got a bit of a lead though over the Renault.
Afri isn't at full speed yet, so Lausanne's going to be closing that gap quite rapidly. But yeah, Afri's got him by quite a bit.
Well, maybe it's not over yet. Maybe we could still see a champion crowned tonight. This race could go anyway. I mean, I really can't call this race. This is incredible stuff.
You've got Paga, who's on the ultras, and you don't know whether he might try the 2-stop or go for the 1. You've got Kaksik on the sippers, you've got Goody on the sippers. Randoms is out. He wasn't P18 originally. He's just retired. His head's gone.
I think the PU's gone on that car. We'd have to ask Jamie if he was here.
No, I don't think it's a PU. It might just be the drive shaft, I think that's gone on it.
Well, Paga's now in the pits. This is going to be close. Is he going to come out ahead or behind his teammates?
He'll come out ahead of his teammate. It's going to be Silent Assassin. It's going to be more the worry. He goes ultras, so yeah, he goes supers. Great game. You tell me that, and then you tell me another. But yeah, Paga and Silent Assassin are going to be extremely close in this exit.
Here comes Silent Assassin down the straight now.
Just coming out of the pit lane.
Just leaves the pit lane. Is he going to have it? He's going to try and get the toe on the Williams.
He's so much faster.
Oh, he's gone to the inside. That was a nice dummy. And down the inside goes to Sauber. He's going to have the grip. He's going to have the heat in his tyres, and he takes.
He's going to have a very poor run though. Paga will get him here. Paga will have the far superior run. I was nearly Rosberg and Hamilton-esque. Just one so much slower than the other, and they're both out.
Yeah, here comes Paga again around the outside. Going to have the inside for the next corner. This is very tight. We've seen so many moves happen here today, or at least tried to happen, and then it goes down the inside. Paga, lovely move from him. Oh, they touch a little bit.
The locked wheels,
My word.
Like the side pod glitch, and then one got spat off. And this Paga got spat off, losing the net lead, we believe.
There's so much happening in this race. I can't keep up. I really can't. Here comes Paga again. He's going to try and go down the inside, is he? No, he's not. He's just going to sit behind him. Here comes Cloudy Balloons. Around the outside of Serlane. Oh, he turns into him.
No, jeepers. Here comes Afri. He's not getting involved.
Oh, this is very naughty from all of them.
This is allowing Lausanne to just kind of start to catch up to Afri. Yeah, Serlane left it far too late there. Serlane has been feeling the last few days, but that's no excuse.
Got Goody in the pits as well. He's going to come out behind this train, I think.
Yeah, he's just going to come out behind. I think it's going to be maybe even DNA Joe. He's kind of starting to rack his way back up the field. No, he's going to be out ahead. Yeah. Oh, here comes Cloudy Balloons and Voids. Afri's trying not to lose any wing part to slow him down, but he's already quite a while behind his teammate. Oh no!
On his debut,
oh, his head's gone. His head's gone. He's just drive shafted. I think got him.
He may have. Oh, okay. He hasn't got a teammate. I was going to say he may have glitched it there, but he hasn't.
No. I one retired a while ago as well.
Yeah,
Afri goes around outside of Voids, but Voids just concedes the position very well.
Yeah. So what is the mindset, do you think, for Lausanne here? He suffered that damage early on, but he can now see Afri only 2 cars ahead of him. You know, you must still think that the championship is still on.
I think he has to, because I think he has to be graced by the gods of Codemasters. Niccolo lost his wheel. They went in at the same kind of speed, the same kind of angle, but yet Lausanne survived it by just losing part of his left front end. That's pretty lucky for a driver. If one crashes out, they're going at the same pace, the same kind of corner, the same kind of angle. I think Lausanne has to think himself lucky to still even be in this race. But on the mindset of things, he just sees Afri there. Yes, he's probably going to have to go to softs because he's hitting like lap 5. But I think Lausanne has to think he's a bit more lucky because it could be far worse. Oh, Cloudy's went really deep there. He kept the position, but there goes Lausanne up at the inside of his teammate. But he hit him. Oh, Cloudy, as we've known, is a very he doesn't really let go. He likes to keep hold of the positions at no cost.
Yeah, and he's going to try and defend again, but I think Afri's going to have it this time.
He's squeezing him right onto the corner.
The outside goes Afri. And
Afri's got him.
He's got the move now, but here comes Voids. This could get pretty hairy.
And he's lost it. Has to let his teammate through. Lausanne had to take a boost. invasive action
Well,
there.
there you go, Lausanne up to P7, but Cloudy Balloons is next, and we know Cloudy Balloons likes to
Oh,
defend pretty
Paga and Fat
hardly.
Slag are going for it here.
Oh my word, and there's Silent Assassin as well, three of them all within half a second of each other.
First 15 laps of this race, I still haven't been able to catch my breath.
I know, I don't know what's going on, to be honest. Here goes Silent Assassin on Fat Slag down the inside. Gonna have the DRS, but so is Fat Slag.
Yes! Sorry, I've got a bet with Jacko. So. I don't want to make a public apology. He needs to cut another 9-second worth of penalties.
We might have to remove you from the lead, Tom, for betting on things you're involved in.
Yeah.
So, you know. But
I think
Silent
Lazan's going to find it quite hard to get past Clardy. He's a very hard customer.
Again. Oh, lovely move there from Silent Assassin.
I think it's the grip. Fat Slag's been on loose from the start. He'll have to go about lap 20, maybe 22, and then go sippers. So I have to say I'm quite impressed with Casper. He's keeping the gap quite well. Oh, Paga gets a penalty.
Oh, interesting.
That's quite interesting. That's going to affect his lead, I think. As long as Silent, R3, Lausanne can get within 3 seconds, Paga's not winning this race.
Yeah, well, Lausanne's made a bit of a mistake. I think the grip is starting to go on his tyres. He's got his teammate all over him.
R3 gets a penalty.
Oh, R3 penalty, that's big. That could be big. Lausanne at the moment currently P7, R3 P5. So at the moment that is a 4-point gap, I think.
It'll be interesting to see where Casper comes out, because he might just come out behind the Renaults, but he'll be involved within this battle.
He's going to come out just behind R3.
Yeah, he's behind R3. That's probably we could see a new winner here. Like, I don't want to say anything too early and jinx him, but Casper coming out that close to the net. Well, no, Paga's the leader, but what? Going to the leader, Casper's only 7 seconds behind. They all have to make another stop. If Casper can manage his tyres, keep the gap around that 7-8 second mark, he could win this race. That's quite a good strategy there from Casper.
Yeah, it would be pretty nice to see him win on his debut. Lausanne's going to try and go down the inside of Cloudy here. I think he's had enough of sitting behind that Force India.
He's just he hasn't got the superior traction. He's on the older tyres, so he's going to have to pick his spot, because he seems to be quicker going through the S's, but there's no real overtaking spot unless you don't want to end up facing the wrong way or in the barrier.
He's got the grip through there. Cloudy's had
Slag's
to cut the corner, and there you go.
Both Renaults. Yeah, oh, Void's touched him.
On the inside.
He'll just push him off the road, and that'll be the move, unless Cloudy dives him. No, Void's covered off that inside, but Void just got another. It's very close racing by Void.
It really is.
Balloons.
I'm just sitting here in awe. I wasn't even commentating on that. I was just watching that like, wow.
They've allowed Lausanne to get down the road, but I don't think these two are going to stop battling if they don't have to.
Nope. Cloudy Balloons behind Voids. Is he going to try and throw it up the inside into turn 1?
He does. That's very late.
That's
wow. A terrible move. That is shocking.
That is going to the steward's office, I think.
That has to go to the stewards. Yeah, I think that has to.
Yeah.
I think he just got too desperate. Fat Slag's just tried to cover the whole road, but unfortunately, just hasn't been able to.
But yeah, Cloudy Balloons, I don't know what he was thinking there. Completely ruined Void's race now.
Yeah, I think we have to go. It's kind of lucky Cloudy Balloons. He was always looking to do that, but we're lucky he didn't do it in an R3 Fish or Lausanne, because that would have ruined the race. Because then either Lausanne would have won the championship, or R3 would have carried it on to Brazil, where R3 is quite a hot favourite. I've seen his lap times in other leagues. He's a very fast guy. But yeah, I think Void's has given up. Yeah, Void's is gone. He crashed coming into the second sector, and I think his head just went, so.
Yeah. Bazza and Sirlane getting pretty close as the gaps are starting to form a bit.
Yeah, but I think they've been treated to a pretty good race so far, so I don't really mind too many gaps.
Those first 15 laps were absolutely insane.
It's just action everywhere, but now the strategies are now starting to come out. They're starting to have a more level playing field.
Yeah, Baz is going to have the run here on Sirlane. He's going to go down to the inside of turn 1. and it should be a pretty simple move for the Haas driver. Down the inside he goes. So Lane's going to fight back though. Down the inside again, but Baza has the run. So Lane though is going to have the run for the next straight.
Casper and Fat Slag. Casper goes round the outside and he's had to go off track to complete that move. And that might have to go to Charlie Whiting also, unfortunately. Casper had to go off track.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch that, but if you're saying it was an illegal move, then...
Yes, 6 more seconds. Yeah, Casper had to go off. Well, Casper completed the move, but had to use the non-tarmac. He had to go off the track to complete it. And I don't think the game counts it as exceeding track limits, because the game's really bad and they can't actually decipher where you exceed track limits or not. If you put 4 wheels across, yes, but like if you carry on, the game actually thinks that's where the route is, so they actually don't give you a warning. So some drivers may exploit that. I don't think Casper tried to, but yeah, he got away with that one.
Oh man, and Bazza's just got past Lane as well for P9. And
yeah,
Zan Gaming all over the back.
Yeah.
Oh, Fat Slag. Needs to get ahead of the Super rather than later.
Yeah, there it goes, up the inside. Oh, look. Yeah, I think Fat Slag just let him go.
So there you go then. So as it stands, we are going to be heading to Brazil with the gap.
Yes! Sorry.
We're going to be heading to Brazil with the gap between our top 2 drivers at 49 points with 50 remaining.
Oh, I think I know why Jacko got a 10-second penalty there for his corner cutting.
Oh, he's got another one, Jacko disaster.
I did say, you know, to get disqualified or get at least 15 seconds or more, so I wasn't wrong.
Oh, and Voids has come into the YouTube chat, not happy at all with Cloudy Balloons, and you can understand why.
Yeah, I think Cloudy just kind of got a bit too...
Lazan's in for those soft tyres.
Jacko and Jasag. Jacko goes up the inside of 2 of them, both Toro Rossos. Well, he tries to go round the outside of Sir Lane. He got Jasag there, good move up the inside, but I think he was just trying to too much there.
Yeah, we'll see where Lazan comes out, because he could come out in the mix here of those Mercedes and the Toro Rossos.
Yeah, he'll come out behind Jasag maybe, because they have so much superior. They're already in 8th gear. He's barely pushing 7th. He's just hit 8th. No, but
he's come out quite far ahead,
yeah, quite far.
So P8 at the moment on the soft tyres. The Afri, Silent Assassin and Paga still have to pit, as well as Fat Slag and Cloudy Balloons as well, and probably Goody. So
the problem is though, you've got Casper on the 1 stop. He's about 12 seconds behind, so he has a big enough gap to stay with. Paga isn't actually winning this race, Silent Assassin is, because Paga's got a 3-second time penalty, and I'm not aware. Silent Assassin has 1. Afri has a 3-second time penalty also. Lazan doesn't have any penalties whatsoever, so be out of the top 3 drivers in the World Championship. Lazan, as long as he can get back within about 3 seconds of Afri, he's winning the championship. He needs to be within that 3-point gap.
yeah,
I'm not even going to say anything anymore about Jacko.
He's on his 1 stop, he's going for the super soft tyres.
Yeah, wing damage there.
Again. So I think we can pretty much count him out for the victory. I think Casper's the one on the better 1-stop strategy.
Yeah, I think Casper's kind of played his cards right here. He's going to benefit the most. And I know Lazan wanted to do this, but because he got the wing damage early on, he couldn't. He just physically couldn't.
Well, we've got Goody and Cloudy Balloons getting very close, and Cloudy Balloons has already caused an incident with Voids.
Oh,
well, probably not
there
causing another one.
Paga's penalty's now void because Silent Assassin's now got 1, so that just puts it back to 1.8 seconds.
Well, I mean, if Lazan can get into 4th position, maybe, I don't know, if Casper can pick up a penalty as well, if he can finish within 3 seconds of all those guys, he would win the race.
Yeah.
That would be pretty incredible.
Mexico is a very hard track not to cut any corners, though. It's very inviting, the corners. They all invite you to maybe extend it or go in front of it, but...
Oh my word, we've got DNA Joe lagging all over the place.
Yeah, I just saw that, like, DNA Joe, oh my god. He is going to get disqualified.
Oh, look at him.
Oh, wait, has he? Has
He's
he?
disqualified.
He's disqualified!
Jacko is out of the Mexican Grand Prix, he's been disqualified. Charlie Whiting is not impressed.
Oh, Cloudy Balloons is now exited in the pits, but Lausanne's got him, so that's another position for Lausanne.
Yep. Cloudy Balloons might come out. Yeah, he's going to beat out those guys.
Yeah, he's going to come out in 7th, which isn't too bad, but I don't think he'll stay there, to be honest with you, after what he did Baltic Voids.
Corey's just said in the chat that Silent Assassin has 2 penalties.
I think Corey's a very fine man. If he knows that, and I don't. Yeah, I'm just checking now, so I'm lost in seas of penalties, to be honest with you. So yeah, there's 1. I'm looking for another one, and warning.
Oh, Wyson, Bazza having an absolute ding-dong for P11.
He has 6 seconds worth.
And Silent Assassin's in the pits then.
I think the 2 Williams are going to go ultras. I think Silent's gone with the Sippers, but there goes Casper up into P3.
Yeah, I'm just watching this battle for P11 because this is insane. There's what, 4 cars all they're all within a blanket of each other, really. You could throw a blanket over them. Oh, a bit of wing damage there for Jask.
Oh, P12, oh dear. That just looks like an absolute cluster. Baza goes up in the inside of Sir Lane. Fat Slag puts in the fast slap. Was is now battling. Oh dear.
Yeah, this has been a pretty insane race. Really can't lie. Probably the best we've commentated on so far.
Start to finish, it is action every single lap.
Look at this. Look at that camera shot. 4 cars, all within a second of each other. It's absolutely crazy.
It's what F1 should be, but unfortunately it isn't.
Yeah, and there we go. We've got Sirlane and
yeah, Sirlane's got past Baza. So Jacko's now going to maybe go up the inside of Was. Maybe have to go around the outside.
Oh, Baza! Lost the rear a bit there. Had to go down the inside. I think Sirlane's going to have the grip though. And Sirlane is up into P13. Probably not where he'd want to be, but it's P13 nonetheless.
Just taken away from the action just for the moment. Another F1 car has been released. I'll go back to Jasak, who's cut back on Was, and is he going to get the move done? He might just get it done. Yeah, that's him up the inside. Just quickly back to the Williams. For anyone that thought it'd be any different, no, it's the same. The only difference is the number now has a red and white tint. It's the same car with a halo, so if anyone was looking forward to that launch, you were sadly mistaken. But anyway, back to the race.
Well, I think we all expected it to be exactly the same.
Yeah, it's a pretty poor attempt to make it different. Of course, you don't actually see the red on the card in the Codemasters games because they're not allowed to, because it's a PG3 game.
I'm just having a think here. I'm looking at the gaps. So Lausanne has about
quite a sizable gap.
Well, he has about.
He has to get another 5 seconds.
19, 20, 23 seconds behind Apple. That's probably enough to come out maybe a second behind or so.
Sam, you do realise you can just change the layer, so it's about 25 seconds he's behind. He's 32 seconds behind Paga. Afree's about 7, maybe 8 behind Paga. So you're looking maybe 25-ish kind of behind. I think that's about a pit stop here, so it's not too bad.
It's going to be pretty close. Lausanne could still be crowned champion tonight. We'll have to wait and see.
Fuck's sake. You just can't keep up with people. There's so many penalties. They obviously don't have enough grip. They obviously don't have fade grips.
Oh no, they need those fade grips, man.
They really do.
I mean, where can we buy those fade grips from, Tom?
Fadegrips.com. We even have a discount code, don't we, Sam?
Oh yeah, we do. If you type in ILR League, you can get a nice 15% off on fadegrips.com. It's a pretty nice deal.
Yeah, we'll get you 15 seconds off your current lap times.
Yeah. Oh, Fast Lads diving it down the inside of DNA Joe. That was a big lunge from the Mercedes driver.
He got away with though, luckily. Paga's in, so do you think it'll be Paga then R3? Paga's obviously the lead car, so Paga's been given first choice of strategy. Yeah, he goes ultras, so R3's going to do the same. Casper gets him quite largely. Saint Assassin's going to get him also by quite a margin. Zan's nowhere near him, unfortunately. Casper's at the end of the straight and he's just come out of the pit lane. Casper going to make that car as big as he wants, but it's going to be Saint Assassin and he is going to have to pray. Puts the bus, like Jose Mourinho in football, puts the bus every corner, every straight, if he wants to be able to win his first ILR3 race, Casper, because Paga's quick, he's a very quick driver. On the softest compound, he's going to be the fastest. Afri going on to the fastest also by the looks of it. They're going to be very, very fast Williams towards the end, and it's going to have to be up to Saint Assassin and Casper to keep them off the top step of the podium.
Yeah, I'm just watching Fat Slag and DNHO weaving all over the place. I think Josh was a bit naughty there and moved twice.
Oh dear, Charlie Whiting needed again. Is this a new record for ILR3?
It might be. But they're going side by side again through that section. It is... Oh, 5 seconds stop go for Afri. That could cost him the title. That could cost him.
That adds 10 seconds onto the end of his race time, because he won't actually serve that 5-second time penalty. Lezan is completely back in this. Afri's not 10 seconds away from Lezan. Lezan's coming around the last corner. Afri's exiting the pits. It's not going to be as close as I'd hope, but if you go on board with Lezan, you can just about see the Williams ahead.
They're all getting 3-second time penalties right now. Silent Assassin and Paga just got some as well, I think.
I'm pretty sure, and you have to give kudos to him, Lezan's the only person not to have a penalty all race.
Yeah, he does it a lot as well. I've seen him in other leagues with strict rules. He never really gets penalties. He's a pretty clean driver and like very consistent as well. Fat Slag has gone. He's lost his head.
Yep, Lezan hasn't got one penalty all race. That's a very, very big feat, because I'm sure every driver here, no offence to them, has got a penalty at least once.
Well, is the title charge back on for Lezan? We have 9 laps to go.
He's 2 seconds behind Afri. Afri is 2 3-second time penalties, a 10-second time penalty. Afri needs 16 seconds, I'm pretty sure, ahead of Lezan to be able to win this. Oh, Saint Assassin's right behind Casper. Oh my
word, what is happening there?
There's been a massive desync. Saint Assassin's been spun round. Lost a bit of his wing. I don't know what happened there. I was on board with him and it just all of a sudden just went.
Yeah, I don't know. I switched over to him and he's just sliding everywhere. I don't know what that was all about.
That was a very, very weird thing. I think that was a desync. I honestly think that was another desync.
But that now promotes Afri to P3, Silent is P4, Lezan will go into P4, and as it stands will win the World Drivers' Championship.
He's only 3 seconds behind. You've got that 10-second penalty, and then I think Afri is 2-3 seconds. So...
Even then, the positions right now, Afri would only gain 3 points, and that's what Lezan needs to win the title.
Yeah, Afri needs second.
Well, Paga lets his teammate through, that is the question.
It's gonna be Casper. Casper's gonna be quite key here. Casper needs to be defensive, very defensive. I think Paga will try and force the move. Paga does force moves, but I think Casper's been overtaken already. Casper just kinda let him go. So that ruins that battle. So it's just now gonna be...
Well, Paga...
If Afri gets in...
He's gonna go on and win this race, I think.
Yeah, there's no doubt
but
about
it's
it.
all about
DNA Joe's going
two
backwards.
boys in P3 and P4 right now. This is massive.
Oh, here goes Casper looking for it, and Paga backed out of it. Thought better of it.
He just doesn't have the grip compared to Paga.
Yeah, those softs are quite old now. Silent Assassin's had to pit, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a shame for Silent Assassin. I'm not sure what happened there.
Lilliard's back up into the points. As long as he can keep that gap to Jasag, he's going to equal Lezan's record, but unfortunately I don't think he can make Brazil and Abu Dhabi, so 11 straight races. It's a pretty good record for a driver, to be honest with
Oh
you.
yeah, definitely. That's over half a season, constantly in the points.
They all add up at the end of the day. I think we're going to have another battle between Cloudy Balloons and Goody.
Yeah, that's what I'm watching right now.
This is going to be a very interesting move because Goody and Cloudy are on the same tyres, but I'm pretty sure Goody came on those tyres a considerable time ago.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see what happens at the end here. We have just over 7 laps to go. Just under 7 laps to go, sorry.
Silent Assassin is now right behind Josh. We're now closing up. Oh, Josh just let Silent Assassin through. Great.
Yeah,
You know, you go on board with someone to try and get a bit of, you know, battling or something like that, but no, you just move out of the way.
So,
Yeah, Alfred's really starting to close down Casper now.
it might be a little bit early to ask this, but this has been an absolutely action-packed race, and I've loved watching this. I'm going to ask everyone, who was your driver of the day for today? Personally, oh, it's tough for me, man. Casper has had a fantastic drive so far. If he can hold on to that P2, it's going to be pretty tough for him to do that, but if he can hold on to a podium at least, that would be a fantastic drive for him. But then you've also got Lausanne with a great comeback.
Yeah, if he wins the championship, you have to give him, like, it's not trying to be biased towards him, but if he wins the championship after being took out in lap 2, that's kudos.
Yeah, well, we've had a vote for Paga as driver of the day. Silent Assassin with another penalty.
Well, Corey doesn't really count because Paga and Corey love each other, so.
Well, I mean, it's going to be quite tough to commentate on them coming over the line because I'm not sure where they're actually going to finish with all the penalties.
Because I'm trying to work out of how many Casper has, because I know Afri has a 10-second and 2 3-seconds. I'm just trying to work out how many Casper has, because the game isn't showing us them all. There is that many. You could literally make a spreadsheet and it wouldn't fit into the spreadsheet. There's too many. Yeah, if you look at every lap, there's like, oh my days, Jacko got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 penalties in lap 19.
Well, Cloudy Balloons has come into the pits.
Obviously just trying to go for the fastest lap.
Yeah, it's going to go for those bragging rights of the fastest lap. Silent Assassin might beat him out here. I think he will beat him out, yeah. So Silent Assassin goes up to P6. Cloudy Balloons down to P7. But currently it is Paga who is the leader in this race, and it looks like he's going to go on to win this one. If he'd have just had that first half of the season form, he could be in this title race. It's just unfortunate for him.
Yeah, I'd say it would be right up there. But Casper doesn't have, why did I use that word? Doesn't have any penalties. So even if Afri gets ahead of him, he needs to build quite a sizable gap. If he has a 10-second, 2 3-seconds, he needs 16 seconds in 4 laps. I'm not saying it's not doable. Those ultras he pit on lap 26, he's going to start filling those wire.
Afri currently has 10 seconds over Lausanne.
I think Voi's just may be being sarcastic. I don't know. He may not be, but he Cloudy Balloons for driver of the day. Well,
I mean, Vortex with a fantastic drive down there, 6 minutes behind P13.
Oh my days. 6 minutes and 30. I didn't think that was kind of possible, but obviously it is. But yeah,
to the fight for
Casper
P2.
and Afri.
Oh, what's Casper doing?
Spun it. Casper spun it. Casper lit up the rear.
Yeah, and there goes Afri up to P2.
Yeah,
so now we just have to hope for the penalties, but Lausanne is losing ground.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, he's actually just made up 3 seconds there. Nice for the update, Pence game.
It's nice seeing this nice column on the left-hand side, but it would be even nicer if it actually worked. Oh dear, I've just realised. The game doesn't actually... Oh, this is going to be an absolute mind melter. The game doesn't add on the 10-second penalties for some reason for the 5-second stop go. So he's going to be applied to 2 3-seconds, but he's not going to be applied to the 10-second penalty. So we won't Oh my days. We're gonna have to work it out for ourselves. Oh no. And this is just the moment where we work out Lizanne wins the championship and then it all comes out. Oh no, he didn't, and we all look like divs.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Or we say he doesn't win it and he has actually won it. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be very, very confusing. Hopefully the game does add them on, but there has been quite a lot of instances.
you know what? I
where
think Paga's going to let Afri through here. He's slowed right down.
But even still, he needs. It doesn't matter if he gets. Afri is at least 13 to 16 seconds worth of penalties. It doesn't really matter if he wins. He needs to. Casper needs to stay within that kind of zone. And Lizanne wins the championship. I don't know why Paga's slowing down. Paga should just win the race. Because Afri's not actually going. Yeah,
Yeah, there
Paga's
goes
letting him
Paga.
through.
He's letting him go.
Paga's slowed completely down. That doesn't actually help Afri whatsoever. That doesn't help him because Casper and Lizanne are within 10 seconds. Afri wasn't catching Paga, Paga was pulling away. This could actually hinder Afri because Paga might actually be pushing him, making him forced into mistakes. I don't know. I don't know why he let him through. Paga will win the race because Afri has the 10-second penalty. I don't know.
Well, I mean, maybe he's let his teammate through to get him clean air.
He wasn't
Try and
close enough. He
build
was
that
like
gap.
3 seconds to 4 seconds behind, so he wouldn't get any wake. I don't understand that. He needs another 2 seconds at least, so that the game doesn't put him behind Kaksik. But afterwards, I'm 90% sure the 10-second penalty will be applied, because this happened in Monaco in ILR2. Someone won the race. I think it was Euro. Won the race, but the 5-second stop do didn't get applied, so Bartud ended up winning. Because Charlie Whiting obviously put it on afterwards, but
Well, this could be a very anticlimactic championship win here.
yeah, I don't know who we won't know. I'm not great at this whole where he is.
Well, I mean,
wise,
if
the game.
Afri on the left table, if he falls down to third, Lizanne's won the championship.
Yes.
We know that.
Lizanne's won, but it's whether the game adds the 10-second penalty on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we just don't know.
I've went to the gap to the leader for the last few laps. I've just looked down to Void. He's 6 laps behind. That's all bad. Oh, Baza and Was might be having a bit of a ding dong. No, Baza just got cleanly overtaken. But yeah, this is what happens in F1 races. Unfortunately, they're really good at the start, or they're really poor at the end, or they're really poor at the start, or really good at the end. Baku was an exception, but
Well, Afri
really
has an 11-second lead over Lizanne at the moment.
yeah. So Lizanne, but I need to go back and check how many seconds worth of penalties does he have. Oh my god, there is so many.
I believe Afri has 6 corner cup
Yeah, I
penalties
think-
and a stop-go penalty.
Yeah, okay, let me do. There's 1 for Alpha. I just need to look for the German flag. There's 2 warnings. There's 3, so yeah, there's a penalty. So there's 1.
Cloudy Balloons picks up a penalty there on the final lap.
Great, it's going to confuse me even more. Brilliant. There's 1. Speeding in the pit lane, stop go. Exceeding track limits.
Well, I mean, oh man, it's tough.
Yeah, I don't even know if Afri has. I don't know. Casper's within 10 seconds, so this is the last lap. I don't think, unless. No, this would be very dirty, unless Paga really backs off and tries to hold up Casper. Or try to give him some dirty air. Because Paga's like backed off quite heavily from Afri.
Yeah,
He's
I don't
backed
think
off by
he's
6. By
gonna, I don't
3,
think he's
yeah.
gonna back off that far though. Well, this is about to be the most anticlimactic finish of all time because we
Yeah.
have no idea where people are going to finish.
Yeah, so congratulations to Afri for winning the Mexican Grand Prix on track.
But where will
I
he
don't
finish in the results? Here comes
Right,
Paga around the final corner.
comes across.
He
Paga,
goes second.
Casper then should.
Casper
Casper's
goes
dead.
third.
Oh, this is going to be an absolute
And
mind.
Lazan goes fourth. So I have
Right.
no idea what's going on here.
No. Oh, I think R3 keeps the championship alive. I don't know. They haven't added on his 5-second stop go. So actually, Lazan wins the champion. Oh my days. I don't know.
Why is it saying Lazan Gaming on the checkered flag there? Has he actually won the race? Has he won the race?
He's fist bumping, but so's the two Williams.
It says Lazan Gaming checkered flag. Has he won the race?
No, it's fixed to R3. It's fixed to R3 fish.
Well, what is going on?
I don't. This is probably the worst thing because I don't know. I think, but I don't know if that's gaps between each other. 8.3 seconds. No, it's not. But R3 hasn't got the 5-second ad at all. But I don't know. It'll say at the end after like 16 seconds worth of penalties, but yet he finished first. Oh, make a better game, please.
Well, there you have it. And there was the Mexican Grand Prix. Lots of battles, but we have no idea what the final results are, to be honest.
No, I don't have a clue. Oh no.
So, I mean, there you go. Well, we know Williams have won the Constructors. So, congratulations to the Williams drivers of Paga and Afri. They are your ILR3 Season 2 Constructors champions, and it is very well deserved, I have to say.
Yeah, they've been quite dominative.
Well, there you go. It says 13 seconds worth of penalties for Afri.
Yeah, so
But
that not meaning.
it says Lazan's finished within 3 seconds of him. I don't know what's going on here. I really don't.
I don't know. Oh my god, look at Jasag. 28 seconds worth of penalties. Jacko got disqualified, so unfortunately we'll not be able to see his penalties.
So,
But
Lazan, I watched it on the top left. He finished within 8.3, so it's only taken 5 seconds off, and not the other 8.
so does he win the championship by
I
3
have
points?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. This is confusing me now. So, are we not crowning the world champion, or are we? Oh, I don't know.
Well, I mean, we have to end off the stream saying we have no idea what the results are.
Yeah, I'm inviting the podium boys, but I don't know whether they'll join or not. It's fully up to them. But I'll send them another invite. But like, I don't.
Invite Brandon as well, because we need his thoughts.
Yeah, I've invited Brandon. I've invited Jack to see if he could clear it up in any sort of way.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can. But I need to add Casper because, of course, he had a brilliant race. Hopefully he hasn't left the session yet. I'll be able to get him, and I'm the hobby lost apparently. Did Jacko leave? Because if Jacko left, that might be the reason of the desync.
Probably.
Because if he left, that put me in charge of the lobby. And I'm not saying my Wi-Fi's terrible, but it's not exactly what you call the most stablest thing in the world.
Yeah.
So that might have caused the desync, but I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's my fault. Sorry. Oh, alright. I had forgot I'd only set the limit of the party to 2, so that's why no one was able to join. There you go. There's everyone now streaming in. We don't even know if you've won it yet, so what are your thoughts on the race?
I can't say what I want to say. One word, Nicola.
It did look a bit dodgy, but did he turn in, or were you? I saw you were side by side, but was it just you couldn't get to the corner in time, or was he just turned in too much?
Turned in too much. You could see his car was literally facing in front of mine.
Oh well. Not
Obviously,
greatest
that Sauber team needs some.
the win. We don't know whether you've kept the championship alive or not due to the penalties you accumulated. Because you got that 5-second stop go, but of course you didn't serve it, which turns into a 10-second penalty. Congratulations on the win. What did you think of the race?
It was a great race, and big thank you for Pega for letting me through. Really appreciate it. You have to get the trophy for the most fair play driver. To be honest.
Yeah.
And was.
Go ahead, Alfred.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was a good race. Shame I got front wing damage the first box hit. I don't know. Yeah, and I have to change my front wing, so I was like 6 seconds behind Silent. Yeah, and then Silent bottled.
Yeah, I think Silent had a massive desync moment. He was on the main straight, and all of a sudden he was behind Casper by about 9/10, and then all of a sudden he hit the wall, and then that was him. He was gone. But Pack, was it? What was it?
Yeah. Well, my screen just looked like they made contact, and Jordan lost it. But I don't know. I feel like I wasn't that close to.
Yeah, well, you did. It was a very good sportsmanship from you, Paga. Why did you let Alfred through? Because you could have won the race. We didn't think Alfred would be able to keep the championship alive because of his penalties.
Well, I knew Brendan got taken out in lap 1, so I knew he was somewhere around the back or in the mid back. So I knew Alfred could use that win to keep his title fight still alive. So, and I just wanted to finish in front of Jordan, and I did. So.
Yeah, Jordan had to pit after he crashed, so he dropped down towards 8th or 7th, something like that. But yeah, congratulations, Casper. You had a pretty good race, actually. Good strategy on you. And I think, was it you in qualifying that decided to go on the dry tyres at the end? Yeah, he's a very fast driver, Luzanne, but going to the owner, Jack, do you have any idea who's won this championship?
Yeah, Brandon has.
Has he?
I mean, well, he's got a lead of 41 points with 50 points max, so I mean, all he has to do was take it home in one of the final 2 races, and I don't think the field is that competitive towards the back anyway for him to have any troubles. I mean, I saw some comments that he had an incident with one of the Sauber drivers, I think, or was it Nicolo, but I don't know.
Nicolo kind of turned in and there wasn't the space.
Nah, I think Affy's took it as far as he can go, but I mean, unless Brandon DNFs in Brazil, I can't see any of a lead winner. 41 points ahead, I mean, there's only max 50 available, so I mean you got to say Affy's going to have to win both the final races. I mean, Brandon literally has to get 10 points. Good luck.
Any questions you want to put, Sam?
No, I just want to say that was probably one of the best races I've ever watched, to be honest. There was non-stop action.
Really?
So yeah, it was amazing. Like, the first 15 laps was incredible.
Oh wow, I had an absolute disaster in the first lap. Like it was 5 wide, and I got sandwiched, and it was like bumper cars between about 6 cars, lost my wing, and then was it the second lap or so? Owen cut right in front of the last corner, and then just swiped me out and hit himself out, and then Liliart as well had a moment with myself, and it was just crash after crash for myself, wrong place, wrong time. I didn't realise it was such a good race. I thought it was just a foregone conclusion. I had no idea at the back.
No, it really was. It was a great race.
Great. Yeah, that's great.
what happened to Owen? Because when he spun, he almost hit it. Like I barely touched him. 'Cause he tapped me a little bit.
I don't really know. I just saw Owen got off the line, not great. Then Cloudy Blunge, and I think it was you, Pack. He broke so much earlier than used to, and you just went clean round his outside, and then he just went backwards from that.
Yeah, that guy played brick so early.
Yeah, I don't know why he broke so early, because in the end it did cost him his race.
Well,
Yeah,
once
it's a shame.
again,
I think Owen, he had that collision, and then I was like P6-7, and he was really had a lot of understeer, and he cut right in front of me, and then I think he span out in the last corner, and then he took me with him. I don't know, an absolute disaster from Owen, but it's happened. Mexico's like that. Like the long straight, just bound to get some accidents.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Sorry.
Jacko didn't understand staying within the curbs, but
Bless him.
Did he get disqualified because of penalties?
yes, he did.
Just
He
when I
did a
said the
hammer.
pop up, I just knew.
He did it. He did a Hamilton at turn 1 as well. He just missed the braking zone, went flying off. It was brilliant.
Oh yeah, yeah. He got like a 10-second penalty for that.
Yeah, that was funny. I was in the play with him.
I'll just hand over back to Sam to say if he wants to say anything, and probably end the stream.
yeah, I'll just end the stream. Once again, congratulations to the Williams boys on winning the constructors. Fantastic season from you guys, fully well deserved. And we'll see what you can do next season. I think you guys will be moving up a few tiers. Wonder if you'll be teammates again if you're in the same tier. But yeah, well done to you guys, and that's going to end the stream. Thank you all for watching. Tune in to ILR1 on Sunday at 5:30. Followed straight by ILR2 at 7 o'clock, and we'll see you then. Goodbye.